Hey Sam,
Hello.
how long have you been training for?
I've been training for 7 years.
I've been training since I was 15, so about 5 years now.
I started, 3 years ago is when I first started.
Calisthenics for most of my life, then weight training the past I don't know, 3 years. I started properly weight training.
Okay. Why did you get into training? Why did you get into bodybuilding?
My brother got me into the gym at first.
Yeah.
And I started enjoying it, and then bodybuilding as a sport, I've kind of just find that's where I kind of belong.
I started training because I was a long distance runner and I was very, very skinny, and so I wanted to be stronger and gain a bit of muscle.
You know, I think it's the classic reason to start training. You just want to get big and, make you jealous.
Do you think our generation, kind of this generation of social media, has had more pressure to go to the gym, get a bigger, more muscular body?
Yes, is the answer to your question. I feel like a lot of people are pressured to do it, even if they're not really into the gym or have a intention even to do it. I think they're almost pressured in a sense that everyone else seems to do it, so they need to.
Yeah, 100%, definitely. There's so much social media influence out there that there are so many people that just think they need to look a certain way.
A lot of people's role models look a certain way and, perhaps didn't obtain that legitimately, but there's definitely a pressure to aspire to that.
Do you think there's a correlation between going to the gym and being masculine? Do you feel more masculine when you go to the gym?
I feel more masculine at the gym, but not necessarily the results I get from the gym.
I'd say probably not. Considering what we talked about before, there are people out there who are incredibly masculine and very, I don't know, they've got that testosterone kind of presence,
Around
but they
the
don't go
others.
to the gym, they don't look big, they just have that. Some people just
It's
have
like,
it.
yeah.
I think perhaps masculine people find a home in the gym, but I don't necessarily think that the stereotype surrounding those people is very true at all. So someone who's masculine is not necessarily a meathead. They people in the gym have amazingly faceted personalities, and people who stereotype them only see one element of that.
Why do you think the amount of people that take steroids have increased in the past few years?
The shortcut, and I think the more that people learn about training and going to the gym, the more they realise how hard it is to actually get to your specific goal in your mind. So steroids propose a shortcut to that, and I feel people resort to them. There's a lot of people that don't, and I respect that, but I feel like that's one of the large reasons that a lot of people have started taking them, so to just use it as a shortcut.
I feel there's a lot of pressure, like the photos. You see a lot of pressure on kids needing to feel like they need to look a certain way.
Insecurities from due to social media.
Pressure, social media, seeing people look a certain way, and then being, oh fuck, I want to look this good.
What are the side effects of steroids?
So the steroids people are taking in the gym are anabolic steroids, and these mimic the body's sexual hormone of testosterone. And as a result of this, they do have a variety of side effects. They can sometimes cause problems with the secondary sexual characteristics of the body, such as reduced sperm count and infertility. There are also a number of more general severe side effects, increasing the risk of blood clots, strokes, and causing high blood pressure.
Have you, or would you ever consider taking steroids?
I've always considered it. I've always had a long, hard think about it. No, I haven't, and it was very unlikely that I would.
No, I've never taken a illegal performance-enhancing drug, but it's not something I consider for myself right now. But it might be something that I consider in several years' time. It's not something I'm necessarily opposed to.
What advice would you give to a patient that wanted to take steroids?
I think it would be important that they were well aware of the side effects that we've just discussed, and that they can look out for these and also monitor for some of them, such as monitoring blood pressure, and also monitor their kidney and liver function with regular checkups with their GP.
You said you wanted a career in bodybuilding, but as a consequence you'll probably have to take steroids. How do you feel about that?
I wouldn't say I'm happy with it, but I know that that's what I've got to do to get to where I want to get, and I know in myself that I'm going to be sensible and have the knowledge and go the right way around it to minimalise the risks that I'm going to
Yeah.
put upon myself. I understand there's going to be risks no matter what.
Yeah.
There's going to be problems along the way, but I'm going to do the most I can and be as sensible as I can to make them as small as possible.
Knowing the health risks that can occur in the future,
Yeah,
you're still willing to do it to get that first place trophy.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.